Hi, this is a quick video on the stock take process. What you do is you go to items and then stock take and then stock takes, and by default it will show you all the ones in the counting phase. There's obviously none now. I'm just going to go ahead and create a new one, and basically once I click on new, you'll see it opens up a new stock take, and there are 4 steps. In step 1 you specify your items to count, and then you do your variance reports and so on, as I'll describe as I go through each step. The first thing you do is you click on your store. In this case there's only a main store, but obviously there can be as many stores as applicable for you. And I'm going to give this a description, just demo stock take. Alright, at this point now I can select items to count. As soon as I do that, it defaults to all items. In this case I'm not going to select all items, I want specific items. And I can do this in 2 ways now. I can either filter for unique items themselves, or alternatively I can search by bin. I actually want to search by bin now, and I want to use one bin in particular, and that is body 1. And I'm going to select that bin and I'm going to say OK. You'll see at this point what the system does is it picks up all the items that are in that current bin, and it tells you what the quantity on hand as per the system is. I'm going to go ahead and complete this step now, and you'll see it's now grayed out and it's opened up step 2. At this point I can select, or I can enter my stock count, whatever it may be. I'm just going to purposefully put a whole bunch of variances in here so we can pick them up as we go along. And I'm going to click save. Alright, so now I've entered my stock count. At this point I can actually print an interim variance report. Now you'll see there is an interim variance report and there is an interim variance report no count. The no count one shows you all the items without a physical quantity on hand, so that the person who is doing the count doesn't actually physically know what the quantity on hand is. At this point I'm just going to select the interim variance report, and basically what it shows me here is there's 0 on the system, and there's 15 for this item, and there's a variance as a result of 15. I would at this stage print this and give it to whoever needs to go and recount, and they can physically enter the new count here on the right hand side. Once they've done that, you go back to your stock count, or your stock take should I say, and you say update quantity on hand, and you say yes, and you physically enter what that person has now returned to you. I'm going to make this a bit closer than it was. Right, okay, and now at that point I'm just going to click save. I can also now at this stage add items into the stock take if I so please. Say for example he went to the bin and he saw, hang on, there were actually a few more items in the bin than what the system showed. You can actually physically add these items to your stock take at this point. I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to complete step 2 now. Alright, so it's going to highlight in red all the ones where there's still a variance, and in white and in grey there is no variance. I'm just going to, now you'll see step 3 is open. I'm going to print the variance report again now, and you'll see it's a lot shorter than what it was previously, but basically you can print this again and you can say to the person, please go and count these items, we still have a variance. And you go back to your stock take and you physically update your quantity on hand again to say whatever it may be. Alright, and then you click save. And you can also add additional items now again if you so please. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to complete step 3. And I'm going to move on to step 4. Now it's important to note before I start step 4 is that in each of these steps there's no physical stock movement on the system whatsoever. It just serves as a means to basically refine your final stock adjustment and do double checks on the quantity you've counted before you actually complete your stock adjustment. Okay, I'm going to quickly just create that stock adjustment, and you'll see now stock adjustment 581, I'll go to that in a bit, has been created, and I can view the document here. So you can physically see there's only been 4 items that have moved in order to balance what you have physically counted. So that's basically the whole stock take process. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at support@multicat.com. Alternatively, you can just leave a message at the bottom of this video. Thank you very much.